Neme, you're welcome. I can see you. The two DJs, you're welcome. Tonex or Gugwa or Onyenkem, you are welcome. Tonex, I can see you in the comment section. Kingsway, you are welcome. Jerry Wibo, I can see you. Rose Ngozi, you are welcome. Onwara Igwe, I can see you are welcome. Olivia Nozie, you are welcome. Oh my goodness me, as the comments keep coming, continue to comment. If I do not mention your name now, I will definitely mention your comment attract me or draws my attention. Gabriel Carlo, you are welcome. Asika George, you are welcome. Okay, George, you are welcome. Don Klein, I can see you. You are welcome. Daniel Onyeka, you are welcome. ST George, you are welcome. Ojiako, you are welcome. Rufus, you are Rufus Onunaime, you are welcome. All right, we have to continue now. We have to continue without further hesitation. Bakanogadero. Don Klein, I think I've mentioned you are welcome. Gabriel, you are welcome. All of you are highly welcome to this very live presentation. We have to move immediately without wasting any further time because we have a lot of issues to deal with today. A lot. There are plenty. So many things to dissect. And we are not going to waste further time. I think we are good. We are done with the preambles, so we have to move immediately. Now, just like as I said a couple of seconds ago, we have a lot of things to dissect this evening. We will be picking some very vital points from Kanun Takano's interview a couple of days ago. There is a particular segment that we will be picking this evening, very, very important because Biafra Unite has finally been vindicated after 5 years. After tonight's broadcast, you will understand. So maybe we'll begin with Kanun Takano's, yes. Or should I leave? Let me leave it later because that one is the bomb. Is the bomb. So going by the title of this very broadcast, which I have titled, "Is Over for All Saboteurs in Biafra Struggle," as Kama finally caught up with them. This is the title of this very program. And if you look at the thumbnail, those of you who don't understand what thumbnail is all means, or it's not about understanding English. If you are not on social media, you may not understand what it means. Those of you that don't understand what thumbnail is that first picture, that very first picture you are going to see on a YouTube video or Facebook video, any social media video, that very first picture you are going to see before the video begins to play, that is thumbnail. So if you read through the thumbnail of this very broadcast, I have written "End of the road for saboteurs in Biafra struggle." End of the road for saboteurs. And you can see the picture of Chike Dozie. I think I have to bring it to the screen while I, briefly talk about it, and then we'll move to the main topic of the day. So if you look at it properly, you see the picture of Chike Dozie, the criminal head of Directorate of State. And the second person you are going to see is Chinasa Onyoshi, the commander of the killer squad destroying Ali Igbo today. He started destroying Ali Igbo since 2021, and because onye bumara obara asachie ya anya, obara asachigo nwa amadi anya, he does no longer have anything to he doesn't have to stop again. These two calamities that happened to Ndi Igbo, These two calamities that happened to Ndi Igbo are the people who are responsible for the unaliving of innocent Igbo youths who volunteered themselves to fight for the freedom of Biafra. Top commanders, the followers, including my own blood brother. Including my own brother, which I haven't mentioned his name in the public, because once I mention him, Odre easy. Odre have very easy because I'm on you. Chinasanworu ordered his execution. Ebuzo jidie keye kechie ya aka, kefe ya aka azu ke ya okpa. Before egbuo ya, ese video send the alu Chinasanworu. Ebugodu zo post ya before egbu post ya already na celebrate. On a social media can no where for na ebugo my brother. Na social media. Chukwu ezizie ozi. Chukwu ozi erute m aka on ground. Ebugo m ụzọ already for na social media. Ebe na the platform of ụmụ ekwensu ebe ha nọ na celebrate. Otu asi wee kechie my brother aka azụ. Kechie ya ọkpa. Chinasanworu nye ọda si bufuo ya. Egbuo my brother bufuo ya anya. Ọ bụghọ ndị Fulani gburu ya. Ọ bụghọ Nigeria Army gburu ya. Ọ bụghọ Nigeria Police gburu ya. Ọ bụghọ Yoruba gburu ya. Ọ bụghọ Civil Defense gburu ya. Chinasanworu nyelu ọda si gbuo nwanne m nwoke. Gịnị bụ njọ ya? Njọ ya bụ na o ji obi ya niile pụta because ọ na-anụ anyị ọkụ n'obi. Nwere onwe dị anyị n'ọbara. Ọgụ nwere onwe dị anyị n'ọbara. Na nwanne nwoke ji obi ya pụta sị achọrọ m iso na ndị ya anụ ọgụ a ka Biafra nwere onwe anyị. Chinasanworu nye ọda si gbuo ya. Igbuo my brother. Till today, anyị ebuteghị ozi ya. Till today, mụ na gị na-ekwu okwu a. Till today, mụ na gị na-ekwu okwu a, anyị ebuteghị ozi ya. Chinasanworu nye ọda si gbagbuo nwanne m nwoke. O zughị ohi, ọ gbaghị ama, ọ tọghọ mmadụ, o nweghị ihe o mere. N'ọsọ nsọ na ọ sị na I will no longer take order from you. Ọgwụgo. Finish. Label ya autopilot, label ya criminal, label ya kidnapper, label ya all sorts of names because ọ na-agbachi igbu nwa nkịta ebu ụzọ gụọ ya afọ ọjọọ. Today, Ikofe Ejugo, I wonder how it took Mazi Nnamdi Kanu so long to do the needful, but I'm happy. At least, finally, he has finally done the needful. So we are going to be dissecting it today because this is a big news. It's a great news. I wanted to do this program yesterday, but unfortunately, I was not able to do it. So today, we are here. And there are a lot of things we are going to do, but we are not going to finish it the same day. So we're going to do some today, and then next time we continue. So, can I put this thumbnail wherever Batazie the main topic? Okay. Maybe Canon Takano nwere ike ọmanche till the end of the program. So ka mbu ụzọ kpọọ ya n'oge. Ka mbu ụzọ kpọọ his interview on time. I'm not going to play it in full, but I'm gonna just play the particular segment where Biafra Unite was vindicated. Pay attention, please. This is one of the most important things we are going to do today. Although not the most important, but one of the important things, not the most important thing, because the most important thing will be the of course the end of the betrayals, end of the saboteurs. Now, pay attention, my people. Before we continue, before I release the video, let me ask you a question, and I need the response of all people in the comment section. How many of you have heard me hammering on social media, saying it from 2021, 5 years along the line. How many of you have ever heard me saying that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not go to Kenya from Britain, from UK? That Mazi Nnamdi Kanu left to Kenya from the house of Kanu Takano. How many of you have heard me say this? I want, before we play this video, we must get the confirmation from the comment section. If you haven't heard me say it, don't worry yourself. You can even say I haven't heard it. If you have heard me say many times, not once, not twice, I've been saying it since 2021, 5 years along the line. Have you ever heard Biafra Unite saying that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu went to Kenya from the house of Kanu Takano, not from UK, not from London, not from England, from Kanu Takano's house? And Kanu Takano prepared the movement. He knows everything. Kanu Takano knows every single thing. He knows the flight Mazi Nnamdi Kanu took to Kenya. Now, Kanu Takano has been hiding this truth for the past 5 years, which only me, someone boy Nekuyao, or someone boy, even PM self no where Mazi Samanepa never said this because he does not, he's not 100% sure about it. He's not 100% sure. But anything you hear me say, I know me say you're not there sure. No, I don't apologize. I don't. I've since you ever done this very strong. I've never apologized before. I've never apologized. You know why? I don't say things that I don't know, and I don't carry propaganda to tarnish anybody's image. Anything you hear me say, 100 years to come, write it somewhere, it must surely come to pass. 1,000,000%. I don't carry propaganda to tarnish anybody's image. Or but if I'm even at this struggle, Adam 100% straightforward. I will follow you and I will promote you. I will make sure that I speak good about you and make sure that people follow you. That is me for you. Because in my why, any other thing in Jinaka na this very struggle, na about freedom, nothing else. When since in Jibana this struggle till today, nobody has paid me salary till today. Mankako na magama, mankako na mama onweni beho for one day. I don't have any contact with any politician. No politician has ever had any discussion with me before. Me abruzian or walk her. As in ihe na-agwa gị bụ na onwebe onye nke kpọrọ mụ na ya na-ekwu okwu na-akpa nkata ma ya bụrụzi na ihe ọ chọrọ awa ọkụghọ ma ya bụrụzi na declinere ihe ọ chọrọ.
Parlez cash sur eToro. Rejoignez des millions de Français qui discutent de leurs investissements, achetez des actions avec seulement $1 de frais, tradez des ETF avec 0% de commission.
C'est pas vrai!
Quel que soit le montant de votre transaction. Le tout sur une seule appli intuitive. Commencez à partir de 50 €, rejoignez eToro dès aujourd'hui.
Not even for one single day. I've never had any conversation with any Nigerian politician or their representative. Not for one day. I've never had such conversation. And I know I've only go Biafra before. Ego from the Madonna since you about this struggle. Ego the Madonna, I've only balumbo. From autopilot down till now, I've never seen Biafra money before. There is no God. Anybody put us in with a Chukwu Di, there is no God. Go before. So when I speak with full of spirit, with full of Holy Spirit and full of Biafran spirit in me. because I know I have no any other interest apart from freedom. No any other interest. That is Biafra Unite for you. That's why I go get sabotage bra carrier in case after PM nsogbu. You were where instead I will sell off my platform. And I don't have any apology for that. Because if it has nothing to do with me needing money, maybe any go. No. It was simply because of the sabotage that our people brought into the struggle after we defeated DOS. We are not supposed to go through such sabotage again. In 2024, 2025, we are not supposed to go through that sabotage again after we defeated DOS. But we didn't know that the branch of DOS was still in the struggle. That is why we are suffering today. Now, let us listen to Canon Takano, please. Pay attention to this.
All right, tell us about the kidnapping.
Yes, thank you very much. There are a lot of two incidents that happened. I have to say, the first time it happened was as far back as 2023, if I'm not mistaken. That was in Leeds.
One Okoko said, you see how they deceive themselves. Let me bring it before we proceed. Also, but Biafra Unite, I remember when you they ask for money or you sell your platform. The moment they take away Simon Ekpa, he says, stop deceiving people. Tender your apology to your fans. Thank you. First of all, I don't have fans. That point of correction. I do not have fans. I am not an entertainer. I don't come here to entertain you. If you are coming here because you are coming to get entertainment, you are a nincompoop. You don't know what you want. I'm not here for entertainment. That you must understand first. So I don't have fans. I am not an entertainer. Number two, he said, or you sell your platform. This is how they deceive people. This is how they lie. I never put my platform for sale. I never ask for money or sell my platform. And if you lie against me as an innocent man, the land of Biafra will not destroy you alone. You will the land of the spirit of Biafra and the spirit of the people who have paid the supreme price in this very struggle will destroy you and destroy your household. If you lie against me, I've never asked for money or sell my platform. I've never asked for money or sell. If you don't give me money, then I'll sell my platform. God forbid. Be very careful with what I'm not here to address you or to debunk whatever you are saying. I'm here to lay curse on you. Once you lie against me, the land of Biafra and those who pays the supreme price, including my own brother, they will destroy you and destroy your household. Go and ask those that levy this type of heinous allegation against Simon Ekpa or Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Go and check their condition today. Be very careful with what you say about me. If you have any evidence, whether publicly or secretly, where I ask anybody for money or sell my platform, you bring it to the public. Even with the message that I put out there when I said I wanted to sell my platform, I made it very clear because of the sabotage when Ngozi Orebeze and Ogenkere divided the struggle. It was strictly for that, nothing else. I owe nobody no apology. Platform belongs to me. I built it myself since 2019. This is how many years? 7 good years. I've been building the platform. Nobody put any effort for me. Nobody helped me to build it. No single person helped me to build this platform. So if I say I want to sell it, I have no apology for that. But I didn't sell it because I was disheartened. How can I sell the platform? Because I built it strictly for this very struggle. So I have to rethink. It has nothing to do with money or whatsoever. It was Onyebushi Ashibrobi who made a broadcast and shouting and crying, saying, Biafra Unite, please don't sell your platform. If it's money that is, if you are in trouble, please get in touch with me. I will help. I will look for help for you. It was Onyebuchi Ashibrobi. I never spoken with him before, ever before, when he made that very program. So be very, very, very careful with what you say about me. So anybody who is carrying propaganda about Biafra Unite, you are free to go ahead and carry propaganda. This is the same way they said they have leveled many allegations about Simon, but it's not from, it didn't start happening today. Be very, very careful. So we move.
In Leeds. That's what will happen. Not today, tomorrow. And not in the next generation to come. Thank you.
All right, tell us about the kidnapping.
Yes, thank you very much. There are a lot of two incidents that happened. I have to say, the first time it happened was as far back as 2023, if I'm not mistaken. That was in Leeds. In Leeds. That was an attempted assassination.
That's in the United Kingdom.
Yes. Against my brother, Mazen Namdekan. And then he called me and said there's a problem. I had to fly from here to Manchester. I called
and they deceive Bruna, this struggle carry, but I can't help you. Somebody will just come and tell you something about somebody. Did you believe when I say that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu went to Kenya from the house of Kanu Takano? Did you believe?
You
needed proof, right?
Mind these people.
You didn't believe it. But one idiot somewhere asking not clean a corner, I say, oh, Biafra United Melon come equal without evidence, equal. But Biafra United go for the past 7 to 8 years in this very struggle. Gwagi that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu went to Kenya from the house of Kanu Takano in Germany. Did you believe it? I'm sure you didn't believe it. Because you are a fool. Or somebody else now, a cleaner for that matter. Everybody in a kuku Biafra, everybody mabatasia. Oh, Biafra United Melenka, you kwe. It can be a debunk or nonsense. Let's listen to Kanu Takano. Biafra Unite has been vindicated. We are starting from here. This is not the main topic, but we are starting from here. And this thing has a very huge impact in what we are doing today. This is a breaking point, a breaking news for all people to understand. I'm not going to analyze Kanu Takano personally. We've gone beyond that. But I want you to pay attention to the vindication of Biafra Unite, coming directly from Kanu Takano. Listen to him.
Most of our brothers, like Solomon Ebo, Ozoka, Jaffa Ibekwe, they all came out. We went to that place. We moved him. We came into
Most men think getting older means getting weaker. The truth is,
I hope you
with me.
Did you get that? Before Mazi Nnamdi Kanu went to Kenya, he had an assassination attempt. It was not only assassination attempt. There was a time he was invited by British police. So he didn't attend that invitation because he knew that they were planning to arrest him. This was after ESM was formed. So they started hovering around his house with a helicopter. And he knew that they were targeting him. These stories were not in the public. Although they were not secret, but they were not in the public. It didn't trend in the public. It was a personal issue that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was going through because of the struggle. So after that incident, that was when he had that assassination attempt in his life. That is what Kanu Takano is saying now. Pay attention, please.
We have got to the point where literally anybody can build a fully working app without knowing how to code. This is Base 44. This is a first look at the current industry-leading AI app builder, and you wouldn't believe the kind of apps that people are creating. Smart nutrition apps, inventory trackers, onboarding tools, you name it. And if the only thing stopping me from making the app is the idea, then why not build an app that gives me endless app ideas? So let's make it. Pro tip, I draft the full app spec in ChatGPT, and then I drop the prompt directly into Base 44. It gives me super detailed structure. And here it is. Everything I laid out in detail as it goes. This is pretty awesome, but I want to make it playful. So I'm going to add a swipe left and swipe right interface. The same usability we all know. Now I'm going to add one more feature. So every idea that I favorite will turn into a kickoff prompt to start building the app itself. And that's it. Just come up with your idea, any idea, and Base 44 will do the rest. So go to Base 44 and create apps with your name on it.
Leads. Then from there, they took boat to Ireland, where they moved from Ireland now to Germany, where Kanu Takano base, where he lives. Pay attention. This is deep. Many Biafrans don't know this, and they're supposed to know it. I have said this before, but unfortunately, a lot of people thought that you can't make such allegation, you must bring evidence. Today, we have evidence after 5 years. From 2021, that I've been saying this, to 2026, we now have evidence. Pay attention, please. This is very, very important.
Rode and crossed with ship to Ireland. From there, he came back to Germany with me.
And remember, this is month of June. Tomorrow, on 19th, we'll make it complete 5 years. This is an iconic, this should be one of the most celebrated dates in our history as Biafran people. Tomorrow, 19th, will make it complete 5 years that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped in Kenya. Complete 5 good years. On the 19th of June, 2021, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped in Kenya. Then on the 27th of this same month of June, we make it complete 5 years that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been in the DSS detention. So remember, tomorrow is a day to remember, a day to reflect, a day to ask ourselves important questions. What do we want? What do we want? We reflect on our actions. Let's continue.
It was then we found out that Europe is not all that safe for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. If such a thing could be tried in UK, where he's staying, that tells you all you need to know. We had to live there and came back here. And from here, he moved out to Africa because we were thinking Africa would be better before the rendition took place.
Did you hear that? Bam. This is exactly where I want you to pick. We move him to Africa. That was the worst mistake that those who gave Mazi Nnamdi Kanu this plan, which Kanu Takano is involved. And there were not many people. There were not many people. It was very, 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 it should have been a secret, a top secret. But the greatest mistake that they made was to advise Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to move down to Africa. Knowing fully well that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a global citizen, his face can never be hidden. There is no how he stayed in any African country without the zoo knowing where he is. Because one day, before 1 year, because he cannot be secluded in one room. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu cannot be secluded in just one room. He will be going out, even if it's at night. He will be going out. So one day, the zoo will definitely know where he is, and they'll find a way to lay their filthy hands on him. That was the biggest mistake that those that gave this advice made on Mazi Nnamdi. I don't know what was their intention. I cannot speculate. I can't speculate the motive and the intentions of those that gave this advice, which Kanu Takano was among. I can't tell, but I put it as a mistake. If I knew their motive, I would say that is the biggest betrayal. But because I don't know their motive, I will call it a mistake. That was the biggest mistake ever. Because in Africa today, no matter the zoo is a failed state, a failed country, we all know that Nigeria is a failed state. And other African countries also know that Nigeria is a failed state. But Upon that, they still respect Nigeria in other African countries. They don't respect Nigerians, but they respect Nigeria as a country, because every single African country in Africa get one or two things from Nigeria. Every, not even one. There is no one African country that doesn't get something from Nigeria. So they respect Nigeria. If Nigeria make a demand from any African country, they will respect that demand. So I wonder how they didn't reason a thing like this to advise, before they advised Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to go to Kenya, to go and base in Kenya, where you have countries like Israel, where he even came from, Israel to UK, when he ran for his life from the zoo in 2019. They didn't advise him to go back to Israel, where he would have been saved. They didn't advise him to go to Russia, where he would have been saved. They didn't advise him to go to even America, even though we know that America, is a partner. Let me not say it, but even though we know that America was in a good time with Nigeria, was, not now. Yet they didn't advise him to go to America, even to stay in that Germany. Rather, they told him to go to Africa, where it was going to be very, very easy for Nigeria to kidnap him. Let's listen. We are almost done here.
This AI tool is better.
We are almost done here, but I'm going to play it again uninterrupted, and then we'll end it. We'll go to the main topic of the day. Very, very, very important. Please pay attention to this, because this is the vindication of Biafra Unite, and it's very, very important that I bring it to your notice.
And then he called me and said there's a problem. I had to fly from here to Manchester. I called most of our brothers, like Solomon Ebo, Ozoka, Jaffa Ibekwe.
Parfois, il arrive que le travail devienne trop compliqué. Sauf si vous utilisez Monday.com, la plateforme de gestion du travail qui donne une vision complète du travail de votre équipe sur un seul écran. Sur Monday, toutes vos communications sont regroupées sur un même espace, si bien que tout est visible en un coup d'œil. Et lorsque tout est synchronisé, rien ne peut vous résister. Rendez-vous sur Monday.com et commencez votre essai gratuit.
It was then we found out that Europe is not all that safe for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. If such a thing could be tried in UK, where he's staying, that tells you all you need to know. We had to live there and came back here. And from here, he moved out to Africa, because we were thinking Africa would be better before the rendition took place.
Did you hear that? I hope and believe that is clear today. From there, we move him here, where he stays in Germany. And from there in Germany, they move him to Kenya, to Africa, before the rendition took place, coming from the mouth of Kanu Takano. With this, Achinigoma Kenu. Kanu Takano, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, depending on your time. But from here, it is good evening. That after 5 years, after 5 years, you finally reveal the truth. Good evening, sir.
Wow, that is quite a thing. Like, this is not in the open. A lot of people don't know about this incident that happened.
They don't know.
I know
This is the first time I'm talking about it.
He said this is the first time he's talking about it, but I know it. I've been saying it. I know it. I know it. 5 years along the line. Eziokwu apụtaghị ife. My brother, I know it. And you know that I know, you know that I've been saying it, you know I've been hammering on this, for you to come out and tell us, how did you advise Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to go to Kenya from your house? How did you charter that private jet that took Mazi, knowing fully well that Kenya is not even safe for him? So, like as I said from the beginning, I am not here to analyze Kanu Takano. I'm just at this matter because this is the vindication of truth. The vindication of truth. But I won't analyze further. Call it a bunny dust. Tell me bunny dust. Because now I had a DOS and we go now. So I tell me bunny dust. Because since I can bunny wear dust, there's a lot to pick from here. There's so much to pick from here. I've been saying this long time ago. Nobody wanted to put mouth in it because everybody not to eating on and don't want the sure, but more the sure. That's why engineer with authority because I knew. So I told me bunny dust. Kaira pukeni eba. Kaiga ko nubi onya aibialo. Delay is dangerous. Now, without further ado, Kaigazenu Bionya Ekoli, because if I be here today, boy, put to an end to the saboteurs which Mazi Nnamdi Kanu himself has sacked from Biafra movement and IPOB. So now, DOS, you are free now to go and open your own agitation group. Because this is what they usually tell us. Oh, if a fan adena agwani, jeme pen kegi, go and open your own. Leave IPOB alone. Go and open your own. As if you know how I would the owners of IPOB. This is what they tell us on a regular basis. Autopilot. You must go and open your own. You must go and open your own. You must go and open your own. Leave IPOB alone. Now, the reverse has become the case. The hunter has finally become the hunted. It is now our own turn to tell the members, the ex-DOS members, to go and open their own. Makanifi, now, let us read this. In fact, before we proceed, or let me not give you as a breaking news. Let's read. This is coming from the official X handle of Barrister Aloye Jimako, and it is an order from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, an order directly from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And this is what is happening currently. Talking to you now, the land of the dead is shaking and quaking, which is the midst of the ex-DOS members are in disarray. In fact, I didn't get it right. The ex-DOS cabals are in turmoil. I'm looking for the word. The ex-DOS group of criminals are in hellfire at the moment. Let me put it that way. And there is nothing I can do about this. The order stands. No shaking. Let's read. Biafra shake up. Nnamdi Kanu dissolves IPOB directorate. Fires a dossier over prisoner neglect and corruption from 247 Euro report. So, fires a dossier. We are going to pick something here. Fires a dossier over prisoner neglect, and corruption. So, prisoner neglect, and then corruption. So, this corruption is the key word. Corruption is the key word. Because Chikedozie can neglect the prisoner, which is evil. That is abandoning Biafrans and abandoning Mazi Nnamdi Kanu himself. But he may have an, he may have, a tangible argument or a reasonable argument that, oh, I can't fight 2 wars at a time. Oh, that I'm busy fighting for Biafra. That's why I was not able to take care of Biafran prisoners. Oh, all the funds are going to the liberation struggle, which we all know the meaning. All the funds are going to the liberation struggle, so we do not have enough funds anymore to pay, or to take care of Biafran prisoners. He may have a tangible argument if we want to include prisoner neglect, which is a crime. Remember, it's a crime. You can't neglect your comrades. That is the reason why we are hammering on this upcoming Finland protest. You can't neglect.
Après avoir utilisé Kayak, vous aurez envie de tout comparer. Sur Kayak, comparez les prix des vols, hôtels et locations de voitures en seulement quelques clics. Kayak, découvrez par vous-même.
In a military ga war, agbagbu ofu onye ndị ọzọ na-agba ọsọ, they always make sure na ebutere ozu onye agbagbu. Onye anwụgokwa, ọ bụrụgo a waste. But they make sure they go with the body. Abandon a comrade. It is evil. It is evil, 100%. Yotago, even in the terror, in the bandits, the latest one may demand to release the other hand to AGAG upon how bandits, how terrorists. So you can't abandon a comrade. So that one is a taboo on its own. In case you don't know, it's a taboo. You can't abandon a comrade. It's not happening. Man, now, in a situation whereby I have given those, reasonable or tangible argument, oh, we don't have enough funds, that's why we are focusing on the liberation struggle. You know what that means? It may be considered. Okay, don't worry, gonna. That's why. Okay, we can forgive. But we cannot forgive corruption. Corruption is the sabotage itself. In anything that corruption creeps in, it has become a sabotage. And that thing can never succeed. This is life. This is the history and story of life. Anything that corruption creeps in, if you allow corruption to creep in, it is over. In any country you have corruption, that country can never survive. It is impossible. Any way, that's why in the China you were you will not in a corruption on their constitution. Once corruption creeps in, it's over. In any organization, any occasion, any country, any nation, in anything, corruption battle, oh, finish, go, that thing will remain stagnated. It can never flourish. It is impossible. With corruption, nothing works. That's why no African country is moving forward. There is no any single African country that is moving forward. because corruption is in the government of every African country. Every, bar none. So if corruption is allowed to enter IPOB, it's done and dusted. Forget it. And where is the final? And that's why we saw the demise of DOS. That's why we witnessed the demise of DOS, because they brought in corruption. They sold their leader and allowed corruption to fester. They gave order to disarm the ESN, the former ESN. That was the biggest war. That's a war crime. To disarming ESN in the midst of war, where the leader was just taken in, was just kidnapped. That is a war crime. And there is nothing anybody can say. Chike Dozie is not getting away with this. Chinasa Nworu that made the call is not getting away with this. We have evidence. Chinasa Nworu that gave the order himself after the agreement between him and DOS members and the politicians, and he made this very call and gave the order. They are not getting away with this. They are not getting away with this. If you read down, there's a place where the name of Mapawales is there as those who will return their office. Including Mapawales, he's not getting away with this because he is a member of DOS. He was there when this whole meeting took place. But Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in the custody. He didn't know about this meeting. When he comes out, the ESN commanders who received this order will explain to him what really happened in 2021. Then some of them here that their names are here who still retain their positions will completely be punished severely, including a Mapawales. This one, I can never forgive this one, never. They will all receive their punishment, and it's going to be a capital punishment. All of them. So, this corruption here is the main problem. Now, let us read. In a stunning and far-reaching organizational purge, the supreme leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, has announced the immediate dissolution of the third administration of the Directorate of State, DOS. Wow. Wow. The sweeping clearance saw the high-profile removal of Chike Di Ya, who has headed the administrative arm from Sweden since March 2017. Chike Di Ya is not in Sweden. He lives in Switzerland, not Sweden. This is a mistake. It's Switzerland. So, in a press statement released from Germany, Kanu directly inaugurated the fourth administration of the DOS, naming United States-based Mazi Chris Nwog as the new head of the directorate to assume absolute day-to-day coordination of the secessionist movement global affairs. So this Mazi Chris Nwog, you need to come and address us. I'm sending a message to Chris Nwog. You must come and address us. You have to. Do not be Chike Dozie. You live in the United States of America. You must come and address Biafrans. It's not late for us to work together. This is an olive branch. Unless you want to just be there, as there, you want to be there, there. You are just there as a head of Directorate of State. Because I want to send you a message. that the removal, this particular thing that happened now has been raised. It's a point that has been raised in a high-profile meeting that I was opportune to be involved. Are you paying attention? I'm not going to tell you everything that happened, but I'll tell you some. What happened today, what we are talking about now, the sacking of the criminals in the DOS. Remember, DOS as an organization is not being dissolved. That's a mistake that people may be making. It is the corrupt individuals in the DOS that were removed, that were sacked by the leader, the head of IPOB, who is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And it's long overdue. So, attention. So, since it has happened, we are going to stand by, we are going to support it. And even though they called us autopilot, we had nothing to do with DOS since 2021, because we know this corruption we are talking about today, we know it from in 2021. We didn't see it today. If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was outside 2020, they would have been sacked long time ago. If they did not use the Ejiofor as their eye on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they would have been sacked long time ago. If Ejiofor was pure, Ejiofor would have relayed the proper information to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu long time ago, and these criminals would have been gone. Are you paying attention? So now, Chris Nwogo, you must not be there just to be there. It is not late. You need to address Biafrans and reach out if you want to perform, unless you are just being appointed as an acting directorate of the head of that DOS. You are just appointed, you are just there, just be there. We cannot work with a dummy. I'm not saying you are a dummy, oh. Don't get it wrong, please. You are not a dummy. I'm not saying, this is not you directly. Chike Dozie was a dummy. Because after they sold out, they became a dummy. They became dummy. They could no longer function. What they do is once in a lifetime, once in a blue moon, they come to Radio Biafra to continue the sabotage. They come to Radio Biafra to continue the sabotage. That's what they have been doing. So, we are not going to have that. We can't have that to continue. So, as you have been appointed as the head of DOS, the Director of State, it's not late. All of us that they called autopilot, the reason why they called autopilot is simply because we decided to stand by the truth. We decided to stand by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We decided to stand by IPOB. That's why they called us autopilot. Remember, we were answering IPOB autopilot. So we never backed down on IPOB. The reason why we stopped even including IPOB in our names is because of the members of the Directorate of State, the sellout, the corruption, the corrupt individuals. The sellout, the saboteurs, whom have been relieved of their offices today and are awaiting judgment. Because no matter where they are, no matter where they're based, we are going to demand their repatriation to Biafra in order to punish them severely when the time comes, unless if they don't make it to see Biafra. So, Mazi Chris Nwogo, don't just be there for being their sake. You must be active. DOS has been has been dormant for the past 5 years. DOS as a body, as an organization inside IPOB has been dormant for the past 5 years. It's quite unfortunate. So if you are agile, you want to take this very struggle to the next level. You know what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was doing, because for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to appoint you as the head of Directorate of State, that means he knows you, and that means you know him in person. You know what he is capable of. You know what he has been doing. So you must, I hope that Mazi Chris Nwogo is listening, or somebody that knows him will take this broadcast to him and persuade him to listen to it. In America, this is their daytime. It's our evening here in the land of Chukwu Kikabiama. But in America, it's their evening. Sorry, it's their daytime, in the afternoon, probably. So that means you are awake. You are not sleeping now. So I hope that you are listening to this very program. So you must come out and address Biafrans. You reach out. Reach out to people. Reach out to men. Reach out to men. Reach out to men. It is very, very important. Reach out to people. Reach out to media. Reach out to important people. Let everybody come together, join hands together, and move the struggle forward. You know Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You know what he stands for. You know what he was doing already in the struggle before he was kidnapped. And we are not going to backslide. We are not going back. If you are just there just to be writing papers, everything before DOS remain dormant, then Biafra Unite cannot be there. Biafra Unite can never be in support, because the same thing before, so I can't be there. This may be the only time I will speak about DOS. But don't think of Simon Ekpa autopilot or Briggy. Don't think of that. Simon Ekpa remains IPOB. Forget they say, oh, he's not a member of IPOB. He didn't take oath. Get that propaganda. No, forget it. We are 100% ready. As long as this very struggle is concerned, we are, including Simon himself, we are all 100% ready to work with you. I'm talking to you. There is no division here. We cannot say, we cannot work with DOS. Is a body, is an organization. So it's like a barrack. Soldier go, soldier come. If the individuals who were corrupt are there, you cannot see people like us there. But when they are being removed and people who are pure are in, working diligently, working assiduously, making sure that Nifa and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu Bidolo continues, then you will see us. You will see us 100%. Even if Simon Ekpa is free, you will still see Simon Ekpa there. You will have meeting with Simon Ekpa. He will come. He will abide with you. He will obey whatever you are going to say. Even though we made him prime minister, he will still obey what you say. Because Simon Ekpa has never, taken himself out from the struggle or taking himself out from IPOB. He remains an IPOB because we all know the meaning of IPOB. It means the indigenous people of Biafra, which Samonepa is among, one of them, which I am one of them. All of us, we are there. So if you have plans, this is an opportunity. Reach out and tell us how we are going to move forward. Very, very important. Reach out to men. Reach out to men. Very, very important. But apụta ede akwụkwọ pass ya pụta once in a blue moon apụta ka ogologo akụkọ na Radio Biafra kum Radio Fulani na nke ikpeazụ a Radio Biafra kum Radio Fulani ọ bụ na ọkwa the same thing ka na-eme, even though you are pure, even though your hands are clean, even though you love Biafra true, even though you love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But if DOS will continue to remain dormant, then count people like us out completely. This is my message to Mazi Chris Nwogo. Consider it. If you are willing to take up this very challenge, it's a very big task, right? It's a very, very, very heavy task. It's not going to be easy. But if you are ready to take up the task, at least you are in a very good, good country. Please reach out to Biafrans. Get everyone together. Get everyone you think that is, relevant, especially. Get everyone together so that we can all move forward with one voice and one purpose. Very, very important. May God bless you in your new endeavor in this very struggle. Then the statement revealed that Kanu's decision to crush the third administration followed a damning review of its stewardship. The outgoing leadership faced heavy condemnation for its abandonment of hundreds of IPOB members detained without trial across Nigeria. Remember, that job of DOS. Shame. Most notably, those languishing at the Wawa military barracks in Niger State. Shame. According to the movement, members suffered horrific hardship, with several dying in custody due to a lack of legal and financial support from the OS. And remember, all this while, they are just paying themselves salaries. Shame. The leadership further alleged that survivors were left with no option but to accept unfavorable conditions to regain their freedom, describing the negligence as a profound and unpardonable unpardonable dereliction of duty. The statement further knocked the dissolved executive team for diverting organizational energy and vast financial resources away from diplomacy and legal battles into toxic internal rivalries, gossip, blackmail, and factional ego wars. Exactly what we have been passing through since 2021. Look at it here. It's very clear. The statement further knocked the dissolved executive team that national energy and vast financial resources away from diplomacy and low battles into toxic internal rivalries, gossip, blackmail, and factional ego wars. You see? The moment they kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, boom, they diverted. Autopilot, every day on social media, and putana you have biko. The same thing in mellow. The same thing in mellow. After some individuals did the same thing DOS did under Briggy. They did it. The same way I beg these people in Yogidela 2021, Yogida Burakani Sinayo. Every day on social media and 18 your Bitcoin. Question this thing, question him this man attack. Question this attack on Simon Ekpa. This man has committed no offense. We have something tangible at hand. We have more pressing issues at hand. They just kidnapped and renditioned our leader. And we are coming out on social media talking about Simon Ekpa and autopilot. Why can't us channel this energy into something meaningful? And we already have men who have volunteered themselves to defend our land. So we have a lot at hand. Why are we channeling this energy, diverting this energy? Every day I was coming on social media, crying and begging them. That time I never know. No doing one wapazo. Until game use any memo when you were phone at these people, my name and had the serious near name to divert attention. Be the more investigation. Oga can be a bit de we tozia anya nani we me investigation. We fotawazie ife na emeno yali ife melo ede jiwebe we. Yotago now. Let's continue. Kanu noted that these internal distractions severely weaken the group's cohesion and heavily damage public confidence. Heavily damage. Oh my God, every day. Even till now, every day. Heavily damage public confidence. I have said it time without number that millions of Biafrans have lost confidence in Biafra struggle. I have said it time without number that millions of Biafrans have lost confidence in Biafra struggle. Even yes, even members have a lot to do, have a lot of tasks to do. You must come out to address Biafrans regularly, at least for 1 month. Regularly, for 1 month. You keep on addressing Biafrans in order to galvanize everybody. And then reach out to people. Reach out to people. Very, very important. Apart from addressing Biafrans on media, reach out to people. Personally reach out to people. So you can be able to get people who are, especially people who can play critical roles. You get them together, you organize people. Not only those in the DOS, because those in the DOS cannot do it. Organize people that you think that these people have roles to play, even though they are not members of DOS. Organize them, bring them together. That is the wish of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. This one, I know it. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu wants people to be organized in order to work together, even though he's in prison. As long as the struggle continues to push forward, to work stronger, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu won't have any regret. Being in that place where he is, he will never have any regret. Never. So that's another message, important message to the newly appointed members of the DOS. Then Kanu noted that these internal distractions severely weaken the group's cohesion and heavily damage public confidence. Furthermore, the outgoing administration was accused of failing to protect strategic communication channels, which they have allowed the Biafra, Radio Biafra, where we worship, is now a gossip Fulani media, a gossip Radio Nigeria, unfortunately, where members of DOS committed sacrilege, where members of DOS come and mention the names and the locations of Igbo youths who volunteer themselves to fight for freedom. They mention their names, their locations, send message to the Nigeria agents, Nigeria Army and Police, DSS, and they went there to unalive them. This is a sacrilege. When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu comes out, that very radio, you see that very radio, that very microphone will be changed. That is number one. Although Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's microphone was never being used by anyone. But that radio, that very radio Biafra, a lot of purification will be done. A lot of purification will be done. A lot of atonement will be done. So many things will be done before Mazi Nnamdi Kanu can be able to sit to address Biafrans. A lot will be done. Aga akpụ arụ. Arụ aga akpụ ga-ebi ibu. Which na aga egbukuru ihe nnukwuta ife, maybe efi Igbo kala aka, maybe 10. Aga egbu efi Igbo 10. Ma gbuo ewu Igbo mkpi 10 or more in order to purify that very seat of authority, because it was completely disgraced. It was desecrated. That seat of power and authority was desecrated. That very voice that usually comes from Radio Biafra was completely desecrated. So you need a lot of atonement and purification in order for any voice of authority to come out from that very radio. If Chike Dozie and Chinasa Nworu completely hijack it, then we build a new one. Maybe we'll give it another name. Very, very important. A lot of sacrilege was committed with that microphone, with that radio we used to call Radio Biafra, a place where we worship. We used to be students of Radio Biafra. Chinasa Nworu and Chike Dozie grabbed that radio and desecrated the land, where the names of Umu Igbo were used to mention, and the next 24 hours, Ebola, and they celebrate on social media. Local link. Also millions in corruption. Leadership of IPOB, Potana Radio Biafra, mention alpha and location, direction, mapian way, esiaba, ebu mu Igbo no. Potara enu ogu nwere onwe, akpa afa ha na radio, echi, in the next 24 hours, celebrate your own na social media. There is absolutely nothing you can tell me. It is a sacrilege. It is a sacrilege. That one alone is enough to derail this movement, to delay the coming of Biafra for another 50 years. That one alone. If I look Chike Dozie na Chinasa Nworu committee with Obarumu Igbo na Igbo due to their sabotage is enough. Okwa unekwa Obarumu Igbo okwa ndị pụtara ịnụ ọgụ nwere onwe wepụtara onwe ha with obi ọcha ka ha bịa nụ ọgụ nwere onwe. The evil that these two men and their cohorts in the old DOS committed with Radio Biafra is enough to derail the coming of Biafra for the next 50 years. Because I know they innocent aka ha dị ọcha. Na anaghị ezu ohi after ha na social media na Radio Biafra for their location. You can't commit more evil than this. Forget the corruption, forget the ego hariri. You can't commit more evil than this. This is a sacrilege. And thank God they mentioned it here. They mentioned it. They said, furthermore, the outgoing administration was accused of strategic communication channels, allowing key platforms to become used by hostile actors who manipulated narratives to vision among global voters. You can't say it better than this. You can't say it better than this. The newly minted fourth administration has been strictly mandated to restore financial accountability, discipline, and aggressively prioritize prisoner welfare. You see, something, and remember, I haven't read this in full. In fact, I haven't read it before. at this very minute. So everything in Kuguro already, something in Nago here, and I'm happy about it. To be honest with you, I read this. I kept waiting for this program. I never read it. I screwed. When I saw it, I screwed. I cannot deny I screwed. And I saw some of these names. I screwed. But I have never read it until now. That I cannot. I can't. And I'm happy. Almost everything that I've said already are the things that I'm seeing here. I'm very, very happy about it. Now, the newly structured global leadership cabinet under Mazi Chris Nwogo includes, now I know Mazi Solomon Ebo, deputy head of DOS. That means Mazi Chris Nwogo is the head of directorate, and then Mazi Solomon Ebo, deputy head of DOS. Right?
Il y a des chiffres qu'on aime. Heureusement, avec Fortunéo, il y a des chiffres qu'on aime. Comme celui-ci, numéro 1. C'est notre place au classement des banques les moins chères. Fortunéo, j'aime ma banque.
Which is, of course, head of finance and budget planning. We all know Nene. Now, Mazi Chigozie Okenta, coordinators of coordinators, COC. We know that name, coordinator. I miss a lot after Mazi Namdekano's kidnap. Coordinators of all coordinators. Now, Dr. Chukwu Di Ya, Dr. Chukwu Di Ya, head of medical and welfare planning. Barrister Ikechukwu Onuoha. Chineke me. Oh, ọ dị ka onye bidozie mewezie DOS attack all of a sudden man ezigbo mmadụ. I recommend the Alia Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Yeah. No. Although not to go quick corner had you fall out with DOS, I know. It's been a long time. Ikechukwu had you fall out with DOS, I know. It's almost 3 years now or more. I know. But we all remember his actions and activities. We remember very well. We remember very, very well. So if a job on your fall out with DOS or any position, I wouldn't like that. I wouldn't like that at all. Ikechukwu, head of media, I wouldn't like that at all. I wouldn't like that, to be honest. I can't tell Mazi Nnamdi Kanu what to do. I don't have that level. I don't have that authority. I don't have that position. I can never, it's impossible for me to tell Mazi Nnamdi Kanu what to do. And I can't say no to the decisions of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I don't have that power to do so. You understand? I am a very, very loyal, student of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I'm very, very loyal. Whatever he says, as long as I know that is authentic and is coming from him, I will obey it. And I know some mistakes because he has not been out for a long time. So I expect mistakes. Like this Ikechukwu and the Mapawales, these are confirmed mistakes. Confirmed mistakes. I'm saying it in the public and I'm serious about it. But notwithstanding, Obunaha Bomu to work with them, and I see that they have good plan. Obukwa just say to work with them. Not only that, I will first of all see that they have good plan. If they don't have good plan, I can't work with them. But if they call me, I will respond. And if I see that they have good plan, I will work with them. As long as we want Biafra. And we know the template. The good part is that we know the template. So now, if they outside of that template, then Biafra United will not be there. Count me out. Completely count me out. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu Potangwaya said like reason why engineer work within the point. They didn't want to work with the template. I will tell him. But if they tell me whatever they want to tell me and I see that they want to abide with the template, if you fire now, every day I am already here. Every day will be here. Every blessed day we are here. Yotago, that is my assurance to them. Now, Comrade Mapowafu, boy, according to Tracy there, Comrade Mapowafu returned as spokesperson / media and publicity secretary. Now, this checkup also featured the direct appointment of continental representatives across North America, Europe, Asia, and the Middle East, alongside dedicated diplomatic representatives to the United States, United Kingdom, and Israel to jumpstart a complete organizational renewal. Thank you. So this is it. Akawugo, the old members of DOS. Akawugo Hanisi. Akawugo Hanisi. Confirm. So let me also send this message to Mazi, the newly appointed DOS head, Mazi Chris Wog. I want to let you know that I want to say something. Let me say something very, very important before we move to the next segment of this very program. I want to say something very, very important to Mazi Chris Wog, that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu sacked the old criminals in the DOS does not mean that they are going to withdraw. You must bear this in mind. We know when the former DOS cabinet were dissolved, you know, the former DOS cabinet led by Kerahaya program. Kerafaya, somebody remind me his name in the comment section. Somebody remind me his name in the comment section. The former DOS head. When they were sacked in 2016, 2017, before Chike Dozieha and China Sanwo-Olu with their cohorts were appointed, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was in prison. I want you to remember, because I know you know. I know that you know what I'm saying. But I'm using this as an instance to send another very important message to you before we go out of here. Somebody switch MF4. No, Abu MF4 now. No. Which MF4 was not the head of Directorate of State. I will remember his name. I mentioned his name the other day. I used to mention his name regularly. So, when they were sacked, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was in jail. So one my name and IPOB in a comment section. Now wow. So when they were sacked, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was in Kuje. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was in Kuje. He sacked them from Kuje. Omiomio. Yes. Yana Omiomio. People say Clifford. No, don't worry. The former head of Directorate of State was Omiomio. I can't say no, don't worry. So when Omiomio and his gang, including Imam Mezu, Clifford Uranya them, Imam Mezu to his blessed memory, Clifford Uranya them, when they were sacked, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was in jail. But what did they do? They left. No biocha. They left. No biocha. Because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu appointed them while his eyes were clear and open. He know that they have jobs. How would if fana no bodo ibo and that kalulu fani fana they are well, they had the well up. I'm not saying that they are millionaires. I don't know, but at least they are well up. The Letum Matalofa, they are well up. You know? So, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu knows that they are well up. Probably they were not being paid salary, just like Chike Dozieha and China Sanwo-Olu and their criminal gang. So I'm not sure that somebody like Iranya was earning salary in the struggle. I'm not sure like that somebody like Iranya was getting salary. Oyem managed salary back then, Uchemefo, because Uchemefo was not working. Uchemefo what I call Mazinam the kind of team from Gotha in the UK. Uncle Bafuzo Bobo now, or Boto before. So what I call Mazinam the kind of picked him from beginning. Say, our guy, they were friends before. Say, guy, come, let us join hands together and fight for Biafra. So which me fast as go, Mazinam the cano na help before a bidodere struggle. Mazinam the cano put him under salary. So Mazinam the cano they are aware which me was earning salary because some Mazinam the cano theory under salary. So but this very group of criminals who have no jobs, Chike dozen we on aro. Chike China sanwore we on aro na Kuwait. So I am telling you now, Mazi Chris Nwogo, do not expect these criminals to just disappear like that, the same way others before them disappeared. Don't expect them to disappear. Expect a bigger fight, especially on social media. Expect a tougher fight now from these criminals. Now they are going to hire more. China Sanwo-Olu said they paid over 5,000 or 500,000 media warriors. He made that confession on social media. Somebody can correct me, but I'm on a 5 and about 500. It's not 500. Between 5,000 or 50,000 or 500,000. China Sanwo-Olu said we hired 500,000 media warriors to fight autopilot. He made that confession live on Radio Biafra Kum Radio Fulani. So expect more war, and that I believe Nahaka in control of that Radio Fulani. Expect more battles. So don't allow their war to, to what want to do, or to distract, to distract you. Do not allow it, because they are coming. They will come with a war. But I want to assure you that if you are serious to move this very struggle forward, if you are serious to do that, I want to assure you
I can do it. Yes, I can do it. He can do it.
Ready to take the struggle forward. These individuals will be like chaff before the wind. In your eyes, they will be like chaff before the wind. We defeated them. They were plenty, they were many. All of them, they were many, including the people that are fighting them now. There were plenty of them besieging the social media every day, shouting autopilot, autopilot. We defeated them. We kept the mandate. We took over the welfare of the men on ground. We made sure that they are well fed, and everything they needed were all provided for them. We defeated these criminals. So if you know what you are doing, believe you me, you will defeat them. It's not even going to take up to 6 months. They will go silent again, the same way they went silent after we defeated them as autopilot. You understand? So my people, this is my message to you. Don't forget, and I want to use this opportunity to, before we go into another segment, to tell Uche Chikano, Digi or Saki, go your partners in crime. Your so-called husband has sacked your partners in crime. So now whether you are going to continue your dealings, we continued your dealing with Ifa Junejofo after his sacking. Now we are going to see if you are going to continue with your deal, if you are going to continue your dealings with these criminals after their sacking. We all know, someone like me, we know what you can do. We know what you have been doing. We know how you sabotage Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The same way we equal na Mazi Nnamdi Kanu see Germany, where Kenya. About you. So I have no anything. I'm not taking anything back. There is absolutely nothing that I'm taking back. There's no word that I have said that I'm taking back. Everything I said in 2021 remains. I'm taking nothing back because I don't just come to this microphone to gossip or talk about people if I don't know what I'm saying or if I don't have evidence. Sometimes the evidence may not be allowed to bring to the public because only can send the evidence or the invoke. So if I am easy why put no yan azokan na to penye now. Sometimes only send the evidence. And most times, only send the evidence the evidence no way because or may only implicate. Then I address may analyze without bringing a physical evidence. Just so to after 5 years, where kwete no be Mazi Nnamdi Kanu Kenya. That's exactly what I'm talking about. So they will fight, but don't be perturbed, don't be dismayed, don't allow their shenanigans and their criminality to distract you. If you are serious, you want to take this struggle forward, there will be like chaff before the wind to you. We are waiting and watching Uchechi, and then we are going to see what she's going to do moving forward. Now we go into the next segment. This very segment is going to be where Biafrans will choke their mouth. Remember the title is over for all saboteurs in Biafra struggle. All. I didn't say for DOS only. I said all saboteurs. Now, this very segment we are going into now is where every Biafran will do what? We shook their mouth, because this is the current thing that is going on in our struggle now. And I want you all to pay very, very, very close attention. If you do not pay attention to it, now we have lead. We have a lead now to all the evil crimes that have been committed by some individuals. But today, we have a lead. There's this young man, several times. From the idiot. She always mentioned his name on a regular basis. Many times also. We didn't know. Ayamaro ebe mili until I got this very video. I want you to pay attention. Let us watch this very video with keen interest. Watch this video with keen interest. Oh, well, this man about Tobe. Tobe who? Tobe. Tobe Oshimi. Tobe Osigwe. So that Tobe Osigwe. This Tobe Osigwe is a partner in crime of Udele Chukwu Ebu. Ebe kwense arịrị akarịa. Get out for that one. Nneka Chimezie, Jovika, and Edi Afuonu. They are all partners. They all went together to destroy, when they set the Mother Valley ablaze. This idiot was there. They used this idiot because he claimed to be a media person. They used this idiot to carry propaganda that it was the Biafra Liberation Army that set Eko Tutu Obagiri on fire. It was this criminal that made me went back to the old time and brought out bonite the videos. Always when bombo Eko Tutu Obagiri. In Osito, Bonity Okataraka Meloda program after they set Mother Valley ablaze. They took this guy, they used him as one of the media person that they were using. They went to cover Eko Tutu. This guy lied to his grandfather, to his ancestors, that it was Biafra BLA that set Eko Tutu Obagiri on fire. Levied baseless allegation, false allegation, and laid blame on BLA for the dissolution and destruction of Eko Tutu Obagiri. It was this criminal. And since then, he has never stopped. He continues to carry out his criminal activities against the Biafran people, against Umuibo. Today, we have the lead. We now know so pay attention to this, please.
Akọwalụ ụmụ Igbo niile ife na-emenụ na Igbo tụmadụ na Nnewi. O nwere otu nwata nwoke amọ nkosi ahụ anyị eji ọzọ ewere ụmụ ofeke jibe ọzọ ife niile si na ha jiri ọzọ na Nnewi. Nnake mma na bụ jiri ọzọ ezigbo ọzọ na Nnewi. Ndị ọzọ ugonụ ndị na-eme arụ tụmadụ o nwere otu nwata nwoke nwebe osi igwe nke si na-ebo na-ejiri ọzọ mana emume ya nwata nwoke ebere mụhụ nya maka na asị na ife na-esi na agbụrụ aga. Nwata nwoke a na-ekwu eze ikolo ọ na-aza afọ eze ikolo mmụọ. Owego na nwata nwoke a na nna ya ochie bụ Mmojekwu onye Umudim na Ochukwu binyere ego. Ochukwu Ikemba Nnewi bunyere ego ka o welu degotarịa ngwa ọgụ. Ya bụ Mmojekwu wee were ego ụmụ Biafra wee jee na-egolu ụgbọ mmiri n'obodo oyibo. Ya ka emechakwarụ nwa di ya na ya a na-akpọ eze ikolo si na ejiri ọzọ wee bidokwa ebe ahụ nna ya ochie kwesịrị wee bidokwa ebe ahụ Mmojekwu mmerụ. Anyị were asị igwe Nnewi ọgụnụ kpatarụ o ji abụ afọ ofeke echibe ya ọzọ. Afọ ofeke echibe ya ọzọ. Nwata nwoke a na-akpọ eze ikolo akamogheri ka ọ bụ akamogheri ebe ọ na-ekwu okwu gbasara Nnamdi Kanu, ebe ọ na-ekwu okwu Nnamdi Kanu na Nnamdi Kanu kwesịrị ka akpọpụta ya ka a tụọ ya nga 100 and something years. Na n'ezie ife akamogheri ofeke ya nwata nwoke nwebe osi igwe ofeke ka ọ bụ otihe ọzọ onye arụrụ a na-aka ọ bụ ife ọ na-eme ebe arụ ka ọ na-eme na Nnewi wee na-ebute Nnewi afọ ọjọọ. Ebere m ya na nna ya ochie ewu Mmojekwu onye ọrụ onye Igbo ma onye na-akpọ Mmojekwu. Mmojekwu ahụ bụ nke ahụ Ochukwu Ikemba Nnewi bunyere ego ka o jee gotarịa ụzọ obere ego ahụ na obodo ewejeri ya
Before we continue, please.
C'est ici que l'histoire commence. En surmontant chaque peur. Mais c'est le moment qu'on attendait. Non pas pour jouer, mais pour transmettre le ballon. Car chacun de nos pas crée l'inspiration qui connecte le monde. L'inspiration nous rassemble.
Anabo promoter. How many of you? How many of you? Promoter gụrụ egwu sị na ife niile dị n'ụwa n'osi n'ọbara eje. He was talking about King ụmụaka mere arụ. Ọgani Igbo dị ụtọ. Ọgani Igbo na-atọ ụtọ. Ọ sị gị na ife niile dị n'ụwa n'osi n'ọbara eje. Na ọ bụ na egbuchachi ụmụaka anwa n'oge ha tolu ha ebidokwa mekwa ife nna famelụ. Promoter kwuru ya na ife niile dị n'ụwa si n'ọbara eje. Ọ sị gị mgbe ha tolu febido imefe nna family ọbụla alụọ ihe a bụ egwu ochie. Promoter. That is the reputation of what is happening today of this individual called Tobosi Igwe. Now we have the lead. Oh, so nna go ochie. Onye mụrụ nne gị, nna ya ochie bụ mpa ikwu nne ya. Onye mụrụ nne ya, nna ya ochie, mpa ikwu nne ya, onye mụ mma ya. A man that gave birth to his mother. Nna ya ochie. Bụ so onye a bụ a descendant of Mojekwu. So ke ihe a na-akọzi ogologo akụkọ na social media. Kezi ife anyị na-akọ ogologo akụkọ na social media when everything is clear. Everything apụtaghị ife. And o nwere ike nke a na-akpọ Chukwu kọfụ egbu ị na-eruo ya anya ọfụma ọ bụkwa na enwekwere maybe mpa ya ma ọ bụ mpa ya ma ọ bụ mma ya ma ọ bụ mpa ya bụkwa one of those that sabotaged Biafra in 1967, 1968, 1969 to 1970. The same thing with Ichibuzo Egwuatu. Mbosa ya amakwa background onye nke ahụ. O nkwe ike bụkwa na o sikwa from Mojekwu family wee pụta. We don't know. We don't know. We don't know. Check ndị niile na sabotage this very struggle. He got through their background. Ifuta na mpa ha ma ọ bụ mpa ha ma ọ bụ mpa ha ma ọ bụ mma ha. One person through his bloodline or through her bloodline where pụta must have sabotaged Biafra in the past. And onye nke adaroda. Mojekwu of all people, the biggest sabotage in history of Biafra bụ Mojekwu melia. Because France was agam through the history. I went through the history. Achim history anaka. France was ready, 100% ready to assist Biafra, to sell Biafrans weapon. Because they were targeting the oil in Biafra land and they wanted to weaken the British Empire, the British enclave, the British, grasp in West Africa. That was their target. They supported Biafra. They wanted Nigeria to dissolve or to break. They were ready to sell arms to Biafra. Mojeku went to France and nationalized in France with his family. Became a French citizen with ego Chukwu Di Ya, ego mpaya, Ojuku's hard-earned money. Called Dumegu Bunyalia, Kogago arms. Adibi no go chada arms. First of all, mepego di uzo. Also kwa robele arms ko golo or mepo uzo between Biafra and France. And we are na pe so uzo. Osugo di uzo awon so kwa robele arms. With that one, it would have been easier for us to deal with France, to do business with France. And we can say okay, God the Ozi. We have men. We have numbers. We outnumber the zoo completely. We have men. We have numbers. Men even till today. If we broke, if we two men who see troop out, or get from ESN, if 4,000 of men, ordinary call, men chọrọ ịnụ ọgụ nwere onwe till tomorrow. Men cannot dekwacha ịnụ ya bụ ọgụ. Till tomorrow, ọgụsu men chọrọ ịnụ ya bụ ọgụ. Till today aka na anụ ya bụ ọgụ. Men dey ready to join till today mụ na gụ nọ now. Ọ bụ na ewepụtala ha if mma nwoke nnekwa abụọkwa ego na ife eji wee nụ ya bụ ọgụ. Men dey ready. Itipia zoo today, tipia. Even a wego everybody. Obi dem Igbo, obi dem na Nigeria, niye na Igbo na Nigeria. None of the Igbo na Nigeria. More about the history of the Biafra. Only nwafu Igbo obi dem niye Nigeria mere Biafra in 3 years. Unless ebo nwafu Igbo. Unless obu ha obara Igbo na agba through your vein. Nwafu Igbo. Also kwa bro na ebu milonia. Onwe nwa afọ Igbo ya ịda na efuru ife Nigeria melo Biafra ma ọ na-egoro na akwụkwọ like mụ agụm na history. Watch kwuo videos ife melo Igbo during 1967 to 1970. Onwe nwa afọ Igbo furu n'anya malugoli ife then till today apanwa ka no anyị na-arụ. Ndị amụrụ after the war because we have never recovered from that civil that genocidal war. We have never recovered, and we can never recover until Biafra. There is no any way. What could the treatment here? And also, Igbo were today. When Igbo people will recover from the tragedy of that civil war. There's no way. No amount of apology, no amount of appealing, no amount of development, nothing can bring Igbo people to their full recovery for what happened to them in that civil war, because every family lost their loved ones. You understand? So we can't recover it. So anybody put on sabotage this very struggle. Check background on ya a photo na ndia a sabotage got the struggle from beginning. More jeku of all people. Bo mpa ikun discriminate. So why should we listen to a descendant of Mo Jeku? Why should we pay attention to him? It's clear now. Let's watch.
Madam, masinya wata nwoke ana-akpọ ezikolo nyanto ife onye mere onwe ya kporo.
And onye na-ekwu okwu abụ onye Nnewi, nwafọ Nnewi, a full-blooded Nnewi blood. Nwafọ Nnewi bi na Nnewi, malife na-aga na Nnewi, and onye echichi ka ọ bụ ịnanya ya afụ. And he's an elderly man. For a person like this to come out on camera to say what he's saying, you don't take him for granted. Otu onya ade na ine negodi anya na camera, ine ene anya na onyonyo. Ifu na onya no body ife wu na eli. oyihe onye agụụ and onye echichi ka ọ bụ ineruo ya anya ọfụma ya afụ na onye a na nwoke anụnwa onye dị otu enwe ike ịpụta na onyonyo n'ife onyonyo na-akọ inyo ọ dị possible. There's no possibility there. Ịghọtago? So ọmụ ihe ọ na-ekwu and onye Nnewi ka ọ bụ ọmụ ife ọ na-ekwu ọ dị serious n'ife ọ na-ekwu. Ịghọtago? So ọ gwaga anyị history of this idiot called Tobo Simi, not descendant of Mojeku. Just 2 days ago, no, broadcast, I was talking about that name, Mojeku. And I used to say it. The biggest sabotage ever that has happened in Biafra life is Mojeku. If not, by now, I can't even go since it no in a relationship with France. Shay.
Ohokita kane mu deba owasaganya Nnamdi Kanu a omuhunye do ken na Igbo owewu no nwa mu na 1987 nwa Kenya ahụ na-enweghị ife ọchị na-enweghị ife ọma owesi na Nnamdi Kanu siri ego no ụmụ Igbo ọ na-afọ na ife aha akụ ebe ọ na-azụ nna ya ochie bụ Mojeku ka ebinyere ego na Chukwu Di Ya ego ka o jegota ngwa ọgụ o webere ego na ụrụ obodo iwo gbarawala banko n'okporo ụgbọ mmiri nwa dị ya na-ekwe nchekwa bidokwa ebe ahụ nna ya ochie kwụsị.
Otu o si adịnụ fabidi imi mgbe fa tolu febido fabidi imi fe nna fa melụ ọ bụrụ alụọ onye ma egwu anwa agụ deelu m lyrics ya na comment deelu m lyrics ọ bụ mma achọ egwu anwa this program Mojeku and the Tobo Suimi, we cannot end it in one program, in one broadcast, never. Nga achọ egwu promoter anwa ma mma na media ma mma na YouTube, I don't know, because egwu ochie I will look for it. Onwe anybody nwere egwu ya send the alum ya. Anybody nwere egwu ahụ should send it to me.
Send the column
because we are not going to end this program.
Send the
this program to both Simi and the Mojeku is impossible. We cannot end it at once. We'll look for that music, that promoter. Because all these descendants of saboteurs, sabotaging Biafra, if you go through their background, if one and Paham or Pampa may go the same thing in the past. And that's why we are suffering today.
Sorry. If only metal, that we say, only war bona. Serena the Kano Seria. Onya Bogono. Ego.
Of course.
Umuye ado Kanan the Canon Nebo.
Never.
Umuye ado Kanan the Canon Nebo. Makanka. Ofo. Ndakanegede. Nagoran Nnamdi Kanu ofogonogon ise n'ife ahụ bụ n'obi ya n'afa Chukwu okike abịama n'ọya emenata
ise
n'ife anyị na-ekwu ụga ndị Nnewi ndị asị na ha jiri ọzọ ọha ọzọ ka ọnụ chiri
gwa ha
nnake mma nna bụ ka e nwere na Nnewi jiri ọzọ ndị sara ile ofeke a na-ejiwe ofeke ọzọ
ọkwa omenala Igbo emebigo omenala Igbo omebibo omenala Igbo emebigo because enweziri na ihe enwezi na ahụ political igwe political ndị eze ife enwezi na because onweghị ndị eze nọ n'ala Igbo kịta na-enweghị staff si from governor wee bịa alụ. So we are not going to end this video here. Meanwhile, the line is open. I'm going to share the number And also I will share the link to the studio. For those who want to make contribution, those who want to speak, you are free now to come in the studio and make your contribution. If you want to call, the WhatsApp line is on your screen. The WhatsApp number is on your screen. If you want to join me in the studio to make your contribution, to speak your mind, the link is now in the comment. You don't need to do much. Just only click the link. Once you click that link, you are here. So this video, we are not going to end it here, because then when another thing in go sige, and that thing may go sige, we are not going to, use it in our next program. So instead of finishing this video now, when I know very well we are going to use it again for broadcast, we are going to use this video again. So let me first of all show you something else that we are not going to use again in our next program. So the link is in the comment section. If you want to join me, click the link now and join me. Don't wait for me, because once I finish showing you what I want to show you now, I will end the program. Yotago. So join me now or call me now in order to make your contribution while I keep on reading what I'm about to show you. Don't wait, please. Do not wait. So on your screen now, let me read something. I want to send message to Ndibo. I want to send a message to Ndibo. Ex-Nadeko chieftain Obioha declines Tinubu's national honor, cites insecurity and Kano's detention. This is beautiful. This is wow. This is the spirit of Igbo nation. If I be more ejimalụ Igbo. Ex-Nadeko chieftain declines Tinubu's, imakwifo omeniri. Omeniri na ndị Igbo na ha ekunite n'ụra. Na ndị Igbo na ha ekete n'ụra. Na ndị Igbo na ha ekete n'ụra. Forget about these power-drunk politicians. The original ndị Igbo. Real ndị Igbo. It is now dawning on them. Their eyes are opening now, especially with what is happening in the West now and what has been happening in the North, with the invasion of Fulani terrorists, and of course the incursion of Fulani to the South. The eyes of Ndi Igbo are beginning to open. That same thing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been saying, ejina abaya mba, si jide ka egbuwe, bote ya ka egbuwe na okwuola arụ. It is now, enwe nke o kwuru kpọkwuo afọ Ogbomosho, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu bụ alụsị. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu bụ angel. Onye a bụ angel mmụọ ọma. Enwe nke o kwuru kpọkwuo Ogbomosho. I will look for that program. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu mentioned the Ogbomosho, that na Fulani will come and take over Ogbomosho. All of a sudden, boom. The other day, Eburumu school, how many of them from Ogbomosho took over the entire community? Ogbomosho, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu mentioned. Onya abu, I don't know. No wonder Odumeje Juwe ne respect here too much. Because Odumeje afugo na nwekwe any prophet na Nigeria karịrị onya. No matter kwa ndị na-deceive ndị mmadụ akpọ onwe ha prophet na men of God. No one. Odumeje knows. Eju akịta ọgwa gị, and ọ na-ezo ezo. Ọ na-ezo ezo. Now, let us read this briefly. Check anybody battle na program biko when did it? If you come in, you hold on. If you call me on call, I will pick, because you can you don't have to wait on call. But if you join me, don't go anywhere. We are together. Just make sure that you are muted. Once I mention your name, you speak. Caller on WhatsApp, please tell us where you are joining us from. Then you go ahead. You're welcome. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, show promoting a book out from Chukwu the woman in the garage and one who knows or didn't take
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So, because he do what I call comment section in our let them and be the one number cannot what the target will the one keep to when I go to the wall.
Yes.
Always open a lot of people who will take it. My dear brother, I ask nobody to a long.
Exactly.
When you did that out to my need a buff tonight. I wish you in a woman in Chineka goes to my brother, she can hear them.
You say,
Chineka goes. When you take in a comment section, you move photo and my brother. People will look and yes, and them. I don't know why you want back. You need to program in a panya. When you get a most I am a cable to buy when you so we defend the maca. When you're saying and each relay, but we put it to relay because you can't walk in. You see, baby, what the moment is. When you go out, when you get out, that's the chili. We can give up with this thing. You know, the national Hebrews or you're going to give
that don't want to like it. He say, wow, that's great. That's great. Okay, before we continue with the write-up, let me give microphone to Kelechi Michael. Kelechi Michael, please open your mic and speak. No. We don't ask you to. Kebi no Kelechi, are you in Biafra land or you are in? If you are in Biafra land, please close your camera, unless you are in the diaspora.
Biafra now.
Ghana.
Okay, I know Biafra now. Who do you sir?
Okay, we do the reggae. Ghana, you what you make it?
Say what they do now, good work they do for us. You know, easy. Because I just want to take Bazan and then it's in a hardcore. How about Charlotte or Photo Game? Up our must stand the kind of the house. So, the thing in the moment, more I just know this program, but the little no problem, I'll tell them now. He had the market with Alani and this Biafran struggle I know now. The period I know now a very critical one because since Onion do not know here, Simon Apa no here, others I knew I was only when I'm in I was also doing a bazan you many in the Kwan in Cassiobi. Makakan he work is your Punda Mother that will go here. Oh, the mother that I swear to Almighty God, I for the true person left here for freedom. Now, we are. Mana, since he may go and don't India can do as he may before many affair. Simon, but they are rescuing the mission. Rescue Jaya. The flesh in you may be the there is sometimes when it is. Is your phone is 10,000 people, man. Simon in the Hana Buyambana Buyambona, he made your Fomona, he made Kona, since Simon in our no here, in the Fulani, Sundi, Wakumo, Putano say, me, I can see a book before now. Simon Anna, he made there. I know I put on your owner. ihe na-eso ndị Igbo sọ onye pụta ebido gbawa ya mgba onye pụta ebido gbawa ya mgba mana ha nwee ma mpụtakwasị ka a bịa mee ihe a na onye ọbụla na-ediri ya mba ama m emu ya. So thank you so much. God will bless you. Ihe niile ị na-eme ọ Chukwu okike abịa ma edetu ya. In order, the nature, everything I've seen what you are doing. Everything is seeing it. Onwe ọzọ onye wụ ụmụazị na onwe ọzọ onye ahụ esi na nke a bụ aja nke a bụ mmanụ. Onwe ọzọ onye a na-akọwarị nke anwa. Onye ọbụla amago nke bụ eziokwu ozugbo ozugbo. Some people nwekwa ike na-pretend mana amakwa nke bụ eziokwu nke ikpeazụ a. Thank you so much.
Dalo. All right, call on WhatsApp, please. Tell us where you are joining us from. You are welcome to the program.
Okay. Thank you very much, Biafra Unite.
Dalo, because when you get to go better, okay, I know if you know.
Okay. I'm a full listener. This is the first time Mr. Kampogi.
Emailer, you're welcome.
Well, analysis in very, very nice and very good to appreciate. Well, from redemption of Nande Kano. Yes, you did it well because some of them now under British trade. They are under British supervision to arrest him. That is it. That is why I'm going to although I'm second leg of it, and then people involved, but the major people made that mission, carry that mission, because if they analyze everything, they have no pretend. This is pure British work. They got to get him arrested because since he made arrest, if you look at British consulate or any other body, so it means they are involved in the kidnap of Nandikan. That is number one point. Then another point again, Africa, just like Otis, Africa a comfortable place for a freedom fighter. With the way, even America itself, I will put a comfortable place for freedom fighter. More I believe a freedom fighter should be in Russia. All those countries like Russia or even China, many more protection there. These are the people that can guarantee your safety. Somewhere, I know because we can't operate in London. I'm such thing can happen. Yeah, even in Europe, because we're up into British rather, because here we from armed force to quench them. That is when the Nigeria will go. But you were picking the media without any action.
Yes.
I was getting me. Nobody will look at you, but once if I am struggle, then I might need to go serious. Not like maybe this new group of DOS are formal. Are they serious? Because when you have your men go to freedom without ammo, let me just tell you the truth. Without arms, you can't get this freedom. Just like because doesn't mean that no Chukwu.
Maazị Nnamdị maka n'ihe Simon Ekpa bụ onye iberibe na Simon Ekpa amaghị ihe dazo o ji wee return ESN. Nnamdị Kanu amaghị ihe dazo o ji wee mepe form ESN. Ojukwu amaghị ihe dazo o ji wee jee war. This is the mentality of these criminals. You understand? This is the mentality of these criminals. I feel is here that now these great men even nobody Yibo there before you went a freedom ya no ogo ya obluzie na Africa timidity na egbu anyị
I got into the mainstream of the struggle. I am about the mainstream of the struggle. I know ready to go to our men. That is my pain. Because the struggle which we are heading towards now, the men are fighting the war. Because all these things are demoralized, the willing, even to join tomorrow. But look to the inner time, okay, look at Indiana Jonathan from South Africa. All due to don't want but I know as well what's a all over the whole world. Is it the best? All the best. So we must fight for our own. And what you say with the freedom of I'm strong. Just not born over Nante. I'm on over Nobi. You see that now we cannot achieve this freedom without arms. Other possible. Other Czechoslovakia
even Czechoslovakia okay, Yugoslavia had a organ. Or 1990 something, 1991, Yugoslavia, Europe can for freedom. 1991.
That is it. No, we cannot obtain this freedom without arms. You got that. So we need to put ourselves together. You got that. When we keep fight this thing, because all the very, very bad, people are suffering in Nigeria, and a lot of problem is coming here and there. So that is it. Thank you for your good work. So then they go because this new group now, because let me just tell you the truth. The world is divided into two. Let us face the reality. We have the group we call capitalist bloc. We have the group we call communist or socialist bloc. You must choose one. You must choose one. Either they belong to Russian group, or there will be a new world order. You got that? Because all that too much, I go too much, and that is why Russia did not about Africa. Liberate Africa and Europe now fight economically. Getting my point. So only place I hope for protection, all fighting for freedom. Why the Russia, no other place. Russia. To the extent to China, but I prefer Russia because Russia I command the China. Fine. Then another impression on your side. People political leaders and political essence. You got that? I cheer the base on and secondly, government had a bit customs and tradition because traditionally we suppose in city as a mama and the only school is yes because of one person. So thank you very much and keep on doing your good work.
All right, before we pick any other call from WhatsApp, let us give microphone to Madabuchi. Madabuchi, please, you can go ahead. Madabuchi Ganiru.
Odenanwa.
Ganiru, yes.
Enanonu.
Nanonu gi Ganiru.
Yeah. Odenanwa Chukwu Di Ya goziele ngo nwanne m. Odenanwa achọ ka ụmụnne ga-echide ma asụ Chukwu na aja na goziele ngo. Goziele m nna m Udukwu Kalụ. Ọsọ na nna ya ha dị na ụmụnne ga-adị. Goziele m ọbata obi ebe Simon Ekpa. ọsịrị ya ga-asa ya na ọnụ ụmụnne ya ga-abata n'aja na Chukwu na ndị ana ka ya na ya kpọbatakwa ha kpọbata onye ọbụla ka anyị wee nọ n'ebe anyị were mere nwanne n'aha Chukwu oke abịa mapụrụ imere anyị ihe niile ise ụmụnne m ụmụ ndị Igbo biko na achọrọ m isi ibe a n'asụsụ aja na be nna biko na asị na onye unu na-agba ọkụ adị achụ oke unu na-anya unu na-afụ ihe na-eme na unu sọmọfụ unu na-asa dị na unu ihe na unu anụ akụkọ a na-akọ na ba ya ọdụ unu ka ọ fi nke a na-akọ ọdụ unu ka ọ dị eme eme ụmụnne m na-ekwe na anya na ndị achọghị ịbịa were be anyị na-ekwe na anya biko megharịa na-alụ ihe njisi unu megharịa ahụ na-ekwe na protest a na-eje Finland ka eje mee ụmụnne m ọkwa na be anyị ka a na-azụ ya ka unu nata maka na afọ ma anyị nwa nọba anyị na-afụkwa afọ na-ata na ihe a na-eme na South Africa bikonu rụọ na ahụ na ụka jee Finland bikonu ụmụ Chineke jee n'ebe ahụ jee nuhie nne na Chukwu na-egosikwana na ọkwa nọdade ka bụ ụwa niile ga-afụ na ọbịa afọ na ya achọghị ịnaba anyị bikonu ụmụnne m na-ekwe na ndị Fulani ha achọbata n'obodo ahụ ka ha bịa were be anyị ya megharịa n'alụ ọkwụ na-afụ na nkịta nke Nnewi okwu na-afụgo etu nwanne nwoke ji wee kọwa onye ọwụ wee kọwa na ndụ na exide ha bido biko ụmụnne m biko zin egburu m ikpere anyị ụnụ ihe a n'aja na anyị na-efukwe n'efu anyị na-efukwe n'efu ndị bandit niile anọ n'ugwu asa achịdatara ha ba ya ihe a na-agwa ụnụ na ana m akpara ebe nọ ife akịta bụ na ala udo ka njele ị na-abata ebe udo oge anyị na ndị anyị pụta na chikin bọd fụ na ka ndị achịrị ha nọ ihe akpọkọrọ ụmụnne ha na-anọdụ ebe ahụ na-emebi na-eti ụmụnne anyị ihe na-afụkọ ụmụnne anyị ego na-eyuzlesi ha ụmụnne m harị na ala jenenu kpọpụtara anyị n'ọbata obi na ọbata obi efụtakwana Nnamdị ga-afụtanụ nwanne m nwoke a onye ndu anyị sịkwa na ọ kpọrọ tata amaanụ m onye ọ na Amerịka bikonu rụọ na ahụ na ụka hapụ na ihe niile hapụzie na ihe niile agago bikonu rụọ na ahụ na ụka jebe na ihe a na ọkwa na anaba anyị ka a na-azụ ihe a onwekwa onye ma nke ya ebido ebe ọnwụna ọkwa na ụmụ Chineke ka eji ha na-ata ya afọ onwekwa onye ma nke ya ebido saịdị ahụ nọ jee nọkọta ka anyị nọtaba ya na ba ya ga-abakwa na anyị n'ọkwa na-ada unu udo mere o ji keba anyị abịa ọkwa divide and rule ha mere anyị mere o jiri kaba anyị agaghị abụ ụmụnne m bikonu egburu m ikpere n'aja na be nna n'aja na Horiland be nna wee na-ayị unu ihe asụ unu bikonu ụfụrụ anyị mepene ka anyị wee jebe na ije nwanne anyị na enu nna m Udukwu Kalụ sụ ka ọ dị mụ na ụnụ mma na elu ihe ọ na-eme ya na Abuja na-egoro ka echi ji ese atara life ji ala ụmụnne m gbakọgodunu ọkwa na ihe niile a ego a niile ha na-ebunegodo ihe niile ekwere na nkwa okwu ha na ya nwanne m ọkwado anyị nwe ihe niile ha na-eri ngwa na enu ọbata obi enu Simon ekpọ sị na ya agaghị na-ego isi etu ụmụnne efere nwanne nne n'ebe ndị ilu opụta iri n'elu ka ha si jekwa ka ha akụkọ tinye na-ekwupụta na a ga-ebido ikpe na 5 ụmụnne m egburu m ikpere so unu Chukwu okike abịa mabiri kele eluigwe kele ụwa anyị nọ n'okpuru ya wee nye anyị obi esi anyị biri na ya onye ọbụla alụrụ ahụ ya ụka jee obodo ebe Finland a jee protest asụ Chukwu ihe ọwụna ọ mụtara n'ụzọ ihe ọwụna wụ aka ya ihe ọ na-wụ ihe ya atọkwara n'ụzọ ya nata na aja na Igbo be nna bikos na ihe ọ na-achọ ka ọ dị mma be anyị and Chukwu okike abịa ama nye ya ego nye ya arụ isi ike ọ ga-eji ụbọchị arụ o jee ebe a bikos ụwa niile ga-ene anya na anyị ga-ekpe ikpe dede eruzie dị ọwa ụsọ ya nọ ọkwa ụmụnne ọkwa nwa anyị ka ọ bụ ọkwa nwanne anyị ka ọ bụ ọkwa ka ọ dịrị anyị mma ka ọ na-achọ ka anyị nataba anyị hafụkwa na unu ọ na-awa bịa sị unu go na Amerịka echi ndị obodo ahụ nwere ike ito nte disaịdị na onye ọ nagoro unu be ha ga-anakwa be ha nwanne nke ebe unu ga-agbaja bide na anaba anyị efu one biko na ụmụnne nke obe nọ na ana m aya unu ihe a na-asụ Chukwu okike abịa ma mepekwe na ọvụlụ ụnụ ya tinye n'unu uche ka ụnụ makwa na ihe a na-azụ ihe awa aja na be nna onwekwe na ebe ọzọ anyị na-aza ebee ka anyị ga-agbago na gị na obodo niile na-agbazi ọsọ ọkwa nsọba anyị aka lekwe na ihe a na-ebudata be na harị na a na-ala ụmụnne m n'elu na ụmụ nje na-abịa ọkụ na Chukwu ka na ndị akịta ha ejego chụsa ahụ mazi ahụ gwade n'ike Chukwu okike abịa magazi n'anyị ọdịnala nwanne m jisie ike nwanne m jisie ike ihe nna ya ọgwụ Chukwu dobere ego ndụ nwanne m mmụọ ọjọọ abịakwana gị ime Chukwu okike abịa machie ego mmiri ṅụrụ na aja anaghị ugbu a ga-abụrụ ngozi biko nwanne m ọ ga-adịrị gị na mma n'aha Chukwu okike abịa mapụrụ ime ihe niile
ise daalụ rinne daalụ ya ma alụ gị mma. All right, call on WhatsApp, please go ahead, tell us where you're joining us from, grab the microphone.
All right, now good evening, sir.
Good evening, Gani Rubiko.
My brother in Abale. I'm right from the homeland in Abale.
Okay.
You know, there when I got the Jana here, but I'm on a madam, I'm people of people from here problems and get those who was convinced during this struggle on how the problem was and here but you got caught by never speak them. about the US and they are recruiting. They are coming. I'm telling you, they are coming. They are coming.
Maji, when it voice you go olugin nada mmiri.
These people, these DOS now are forming group with Igbo politicians. Our politicians are joining them. They are calling them, rounding them. They are having a meeting. And actually form a strong group now to fight this, and this will be a last battle. And they are forming a group with the jelly and all this. Now they will come out fully. And when we're from the source in Jagwagifa, they will come out. Those people, all those from the double saga, the counties, they are coming fully. And they join and form one body. And I got actually form in times of active and they sympathize, Igbo sympathizers. I actually they are securing the Igbo land, the Kamek Igbo land, because they say, of course, but they just like what you do. But the worst mistake I get with those India and I get it, and the people are already. So I am so come. Then you some that think will be Igbo billionaire on social media. A king in HMO, onye market they go on social media alone. They have different anime alone. Very soon, you people, those buildings, those mansions, again with those people need to have. I'm telling you people, in the next 3 years, those mansions again. If you don't have time to go, I'm begging you, you can sponsor people. Most of us in those European countries and all this, they know Europe or America. You can sponsor people if you cannot go. What we need is a number. So let there be sponsors, even if you cannot go and you have the finances. It cannot cost you much to sponsor somebody to go for that protest. So these billionaires can go rank. Those people are marketing. So show your money. This is time. Only that's how you do. Then that's how can do it. So because but then I'm working too much. For this.
All right, one more call, we call it a day. One more call, we end it. There have been a lot of calls already, and somebody, I saw a comment. Somebody said that he has sent me the song made by promoter. Thank you, Darlene. I'm going to check it out. I will check the music. Once I'm done with this very program, I will check the music and see and listen to it. It's quite unfortunate. Those old songs are supposed to be on all those streaming platforms and YouTube as well. I don't know if we are still remembering those, old songs, those meaningful songs. Ụmụoko ka afa ndị ori a na-echu afa na egwu Igbo, onye nke ajikwame nke ọzọ. So those old meaningful songs, we are going to revisit them because they have a lot of meaning, and of course what they said that time, we are witnessing it today. Seemed like a prophecy. All right. In that case, we are going to end this very program. We have really come to the end of this very broadcast. I thank every one of you for joining me. I thank you all for listening. May God protect our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, protect our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa-Njoko, and give us victory. As Mazi Simon Ekpa-Njoko is gearing up for his appeal on the 5th of August, we pray that Chukwu Di Ya will grant him and all of us victory. Finland again to that day, we're freezing the need to allow him to walk out free. I pray that everything you do, you're gonna be here in a mid-bambo in your table. Grant you success in your endeavors. Chukwu gozie unu ncha niile. Let us receive this last call and then we end. Call on WhatsApp, please go ahead. You are welcome.
Yes, one night
nwa Chineke udo dị gaa n'iru nwa Chineke ya welcome. Ya ma alụ gị. Otu aka ọ dị. Daalụ.
No shaking. No shaking, my brother. Udo n'ịhụnanya Chineke. Ga-achị n'ime ndụ gị.
Ise.
Aka Chukwu dị n'ime ndụ gị. Ọ gwụchago. Onwe ihe ndị iro ga-eme. Oh my brother.
Ise.
We are with you.
Ise.
Come rain, come sunshine. Ghọtago. The harder the victory, the more glorious the trust. Take it from me.
Oh yeah, madam.
Yes. So, I want you to know now. Egwuregwu a na-adọ ka anyị dị na mbụ na mbụ bidoro. So ana m akpọpụ ụmụnne anyị ndị Nnewi. Onye ọbụla na-ebe dị sitogo so imi na-esi agafe. Unu fụrụ ala ya. What's the other this topic? Unu fụrụ ala ebe ọ bụrụ ọ na-eje eje ọ na-ana ọ dị nwere egwu a. Onye akpọpụrụ ya okwute, onye n'oge na-agụrụ ya na mbụ That's all. Onwe ihe ọzọ because anyị agbara n'ihe na-eme anyị. Anyị agbara n'ihe na-eme anyị. And the second thing ọzọ ka ibe ya wụ my brothers and sisters. Enweghị ihe tọrọ ka nwụrụ ọnwa. Asụ akụrụ ụlọ obi ụlọ. Ihe ọzọ gwara gị bụ bilonia. Ihe ọzọ gwara gị kpaa ego bilonia. As long as you under Nigeria, you are not free. Or you don't clear at all. It's under control. Under control. So because I got on a minute of hanging on. I got on a minute and next time was out of France, US, Trump, Netanyahu got ya. I come none. No. As long as I know to will attack out of fire. If you are not doing anything, onwe ihe nwere isi. Nnamdi Kanu kwuru ya sọ aka ọrụ gị gba nkịtị a na-akọ gị na-aga pụta akọ nkwụ ịkụgwara ụlọ nọma abịa jụọ gị ọbịrị na-esere ụlọ. Take it, o wee eziokwu. So biko na ụmụnne m ka ihe anyị ga-eme our men on ground, we cannot get even in Europe. And nwetara ndị nwetara their freedom of recent enwetara n'anya ọma. Why not Ghana? Slovenia, Bosnia and Herzegovina. Yeah, this and that. Back there, and not doing it. I know. Or open aspect. Only Gara Choni over Russia. Wake up, my brothers and sisters. Wake up with our liberation army. On joy, at all them they come and help. And what are you married? I have nothing happened. That's okay. On let the camera just flying us. I have some Bremer of time. Bremer, when they're able to play, nothing will happen. That is what is going on. Have the book Tana. If they were to Chinese, yet he got another book that we pay life jail. I don't know do the or you continue with that life jail. Now, I'm a major apply, get sentence. I'm not going to run all the children with blue. Each other down the if we don't wake up, do something. It's just like that. Onyara 7 hagas on the Magan, Onyara Mahomis in again. Defend yourself if I'm not among us. All China even to the world. Because let it start from that August 4th.
Yes.
From August 4th. I get August water. I get you love the nice now. I'm an official for what I'm over China with that one.
Daalụ rinne nwa Chineke ya ma alụ gị mma. Daalụ. All right. Thank you all for listening. Chukwu okike abịa ma bi n'eluigwe gọzie elu mụnụ ncha niile. From here with all the love in my heart. It is good evening.
Wow. Ụmụ Igbo mụrụ nze m ọzọ ụmụ ike nji aba ọ na-anụgonu ka o si wee dị ọ na-anụgo ife ikuku nna akwụlu ọ na-anụgo program o mere. Ana m ekene ezi nwanne m ikuku nna. Thank you very much na this wonderful program email this evening. Ana m ekene gị nna ezi nwanne m, si Chineke gọziele m gị. Yes. Ana m ekene gị, si Chineke gọzie. Maka na ọ dịghị izi na ndị be anyị si nọọ mmadụ ka eji aka. Nwere ife nwere ikwu n'ife ikuku nna akwụla ahụhụ. I just laugh. Nwere ihe nwere ikwu n'ife ikuku nna na program ikuku nna mere. And I have to go our leader Maazị Nnamdi Kanu ife omelu. Ana m odomele ọfụma because na ọ dịghị easy. So anyị na-agwazi Nneka Chimezie na Chinasa nwa Ekperima na nke a na-akpọ lion idiot, onye nke a na-akpọ lion man, nwanne Chinasa nwa oru nọ Brazil ezu oshi, si na ya ọ na-akpọ ndị IPOB ka ha protest all over the world to protest ka e wee chụọ ka ha chụpụ our leader Maazị Nnamdi Kanu from IPOB. So the protest ya wee mmenwuzi ihe ha nwa kịta ka our leader Maazị Nnamdi Kanu chụziri from IPOB, which na mụnwa ada ndị mbe na ndị egede dị very very happy about that. In fact, asị Chineke ndo because na nwere ife na-eme na Chukwu amarọ. Ndị na ya anụkwara n'afọ ndị ha họrọ. Yes, I have to go ndị ha họrọ. Mana side my own stand m ka m na-agwa ụnụ kịta. My own stand ka m na-agwa ụnụ. Ebe m nwa ada ndị mba na ndị egede kwụ ka m na-ekwu. Our leader Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, I'm happy. Otosi will end these criminals to end. Mana mụ nwa ada ndị mba na ndị egede ọjọọ ga na awara eze. Ndị niile our leader Maazị Nnamdi Kanu trust wepụta biko ka nna ya ụnụ biko anyị achọzikwa ha abịa akpa again. Ọnwụ na ịmụ ahụ gị ihe ha pụta open dress ye Biafrans is better you resign. Were ntị gị mele oche. Ọnwụ na ahụ iso na new DOS our leader Maazị Nnamdi Kanu họrọ. Imani nweghị ike ịpụta na social media to dress Biafrans. I have to get onye o. Imani dube ready, dube it serious. Ọwụ na ịdị ready pụta outside ka ndị na-azụcha ndị na-represent. Ndị na-azụ ọdịmma fa mara onye o is better na resign because ọkwa ebe a ka emala nke ya. And the more ada ndị mba na ndị egede ya tolerate it. Because we tolerate it with this dog of sacked dog of sellout. Onya kafaji egbu anyị up till today. Anyị amara iru ndị na-egbu anyị. Anyị amara iru Chinasa Nworu. Anyị amara iru Ebeku Odike. Anyị amara onwere onye anyị mụ iru ya. Onwere onye n'ime anyị mụ iru ya. So any new DOS ọhụrụ ọfụ ihe anyị chọrọ ebika ụnụ bịa dres Biafra dịka onye iku nna si wee gwa ụnụ because anyị anụghị afọ ụnụ mana anyị amara ndị ụnụ and anyị anụbekwana onye ụnụ. Mma alaghị ka ụnụ dres ya anyị and Malakunu yes make sure that na I carry everybody along. Very, very important. Because I respect Avid today, respect Rising Sun, respect the elders, because none of laugh for no our leader Mazen and can. I respect them. And the family you underground do. Dampo gasri afa. Vanokwa underground do. Ilu. If I happen to malafa. So new DOS, congratulations, because not easy. And the malakwa mala that is not a very big tax. A very, very big tax. A very big tax. Very, very big tax. All one a day is strong. All one is stand the hofuma. You better resign. Man, you na chief face gi. Ni na chief face. Wo either life or on ozi ife na ba. Ihe na chief face because ọ dịka iko n'iku na si wee kwu na exact DOS, a spelled DOS. Ha ya ezukwa ike because ndị ahụ ndị ụmụ mara n'ọba. Ụnọ na n'ihe m na-ekwu. Okay. Ọkwụ na n'onu m biko nyere m aka na comment section because my network dị ọsọ fọk ụtụ nwa obere kparị onwe nwa obere. So dịka ihe m na-ekwu before my network abịa ịkparị onwe ya. Ajụrụ m ụnụ n'ụlọ na n'onu na comment section. Nyere m aka na comment section. My voice ọ na-apụta. Ihe m na-ekwu before my network abịa ịkparị onwe ya. Ajụrụ m ụnụ n'ụlọ na n'onu na comment section. Nyere m aka na comment section. My voice ọ na-apụta. Okay. So, all my stand all that national congratulations and ọwụkwa obele ọlụ ka ọwụ ọlụlụ ya bụ ihe awụ ọlụ n'etiti ndụ na ọnwụ unu echi uzuo ofu and anyị achọrọ onye nọ n'ime akpa ịma powerful our leader Maazị Nnamdi Kanu return logo back ụmụnwa onye ya jụ why. Hence, our leader Maazị Nnamdi Kanu return logo back. I respect that. I respect it. And I will take it. Because when we keep iju ajuju, half me will element tabu. A majo our leader Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, why would you really retain Wugi? Mba, Majia. Mana ọnwụ na-epụta ọzọ ihe ịpụta ihe apụta n'eziokwu ọwụrụ na-asị and ihe apụta gosi anyị onye ewu anyị amala onye ewu ọwụ na ọgụ nwee nọ na underground leave a message. Ọwụna iwu na everybody niile ọhụrụ ya apụta na social media. Mana those head ndị isi onye ọbụla ya apụta ma ndị na-eji ego nwere ndị enwe finance o anọ nnọọ olitenukwala nne nna ya anya congratulation my dear Chineke gọzie gị congratulation na ya nwa iritenukwa gị ama na ịka nọkwa na your post iji ego thank you very much. There is many things because mụnwa esokwe na ndị sobe before na-eso ihe make sure na that quality ahụ eji wee họọ gị na ijie and na ị na-eme na mma eso mana ọ na quality ahụ eji wee họọ gị na ịdịghị capable ya ekwe mma eso ejikwa nwa ya ọnọrọ na-enekwa anya kama na ife mma emewu nke adọmụmma abịa nkwuo aka onyekwa ha anaghị amụ nke adọmụmma ya na so mma etu ude. So anybody, any DOS, new DOS niile awadida Maazị Nnamdi Kanu sacrificed his life inside the Sokoto prison. No matter the threat, no matter the danger, no matter the threat of life, everything. Owole kwechiri wee hụ no si nke na-eme na ya mere unu ya egosikwa ya that sacrifice all for nothing. And that's a sacrifice. No, yes, no make mistake. Then no Biafra. Because I am a leader now. We have no leader. Then I am a Simon Ekpanjokopota. Yes. I am a Simon Ekpanjokopota. Because someone that no one our leader Mazen and Simon Ekpa Njokopota, everything will be all right. Mana before Simon Ekpa Njoko apota, I actually for a call on. I actually for a call on. I actually if you follow the up to. Actually if this you make is yes. Na ye tetekwana. Yes. Now at least you know what a time. Hello?
Hello, Wanda. Even when I go, I'm watching your program. So you were saying something about the head of Directorate of State coming to address the Biafran. So I think he did that already on Twitter.
I actually Twitter ne. I even Twitter. We don't have more personally. I am they take it Twitter because we don't know them. Let them come out. I want to find a platform how you use. They can use my platform. I actually anything Twitter. We want to see them. I actually see anybody not underground again. We have lived underground issue for many years now, and we have suffered it so much.
I post you on a page. I just want to call your attention to it. That's all.
Because that na I am because all money in the page and don't if I need. I wanted a Mazen Nnamdi Kanu holofa because who need a leech become my like leech up to them. I had made you needful. I want to was Libya all good na have once. Avid na Abia now I flan David. License on I flofa. The air dance I flofa. Kefa ya have underground mba. I will leave Twitter. At least all goes in Abia once.
You don't want any underground this time. Underground I
yes, I want to have that once be address say in the Queen now can be France. No on Twitter because no na village on Twitter. No na village on Twitter. I know money in the Twitter. Yeah, who be France. Who be France on Twitter. Pull my don't watch on Twitter.
Right. Anyway, I understand all you're explaining. It's just because I saw it. I just want to call your attention to it so that you see it. But I understand what you're saying.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, thank you. Chimugozelenge. Because who name have because leech here haka hamedi needful. Biko.
No problem, ma'am. Okay.
Thank you. Chimugozie. So, umunne go that na our people be na Twitter, our new DOS be na Twitter. Mwa wa dandembe na ndege diwe Twitter. Odo kwa mwa hamu na be na Twitter time to time. Ha be na Twitter dress Abia France. Man the first contact I kwesịrị inwe with them awụlọ Twitter. Mba, awụlọ Twitter. At least I kwesịrị form although ọka new 10 because I form Zoom meeting. Ebe ha ya nọ wee nwee ike bata bịa life mwa ya stream ikuku na ya stream ndị vam ya stream ndị ya stream ya ka nkọ ndị ya stream ya ka nkọ then anyị na fe werezie kpakọrịta ya wele kenefa wee sa wee ka wee kpelefe ekpere ndụ wee fayazie wele follow ha by fire by force. Hence na the order is from our leader and our leader must not can choose them. We're going to respect them. Whether they like it or not. Hence, na this appointment is from our leader, Mazen and the Kano. I must to obey it 100% is order. Mananke Twitter, underground again, I'm not against it. I work for my own side because na you more powerful for how many years kita ya mara onye ọwụ o ya continue no underground kwa so nso anyị ma nne nna ya anya anyị ma ya ọ na-apụta ewu man ebe ewu man dị ka nne nna ya anya upon her age upon everything stand up come up on social media we see her ozu ụmụ nwoke ya na-agba ọsọ ụmụ nwoke ya nọzọ underground ụmụnne m ọdụrọkwa possible for ada ndị mbụ na ndị egedo anyị na-eso promote ya abịa ya eso support ya this is me. Because when Simon Ekpanjokota, cabinet, I just been on that. No, Simon, he condemn ye at DOS. Your minister, since now so go must to let your will get past them. After 2 days, Simon Ekpanjokota public. Amala fa kwa ya na atụ aka ekwu na atụ aka onye apụta ha ma na onye awe criminal. That's all. No nwere ife ọ na-ezo because mmụọ nwaanyị pụta kwechiri ọwụzi ụmụ nwoke na ọzọ underground ga-ezi ife ụmụ nwaanyị eme onwe onye nwere ọnụ okwu biko la na-emepe elo
nne m mgbede ọma
ezi nwanne m mgbede ọma
maka ka ime
nwa m adị m mma gị ọkwa
adịkwa m ime
ụmụaka m kwanụ biko wa na-ekwekwa egwu
ha na-ekwe mma ha na-ekwe ọkwa nwere ihe ọzọ anyị mụrụ anya ka azụ na-ewocha bikos tibit wee duzi na onye ọna kwesịrị ị na-enyevu information 24 hours mara ka o si aka na-enye information mma na-egbughị oge ebe ịkwụ ka nkwụ ihe ikwuru daizi oya ukpoyi anyị need is all this underground you no need them ọwụ na obi aka ha onye ọwụ ịlụlụ ndị Biafra ọrụ ọwụ na obi aka ha onye ọwụ ewu freedom fighter ya pụta n'ụzọ jendo our angels a Chukwu Di Ya ha ọ mmadụ ka ha wụ onye ọwụ n'obodo oyibo akpọrọ sị ya represent ọ nọ ebe ọwụ na ọ sọkwa ya wụrụ na asị ya represent o kwesịrị ịpụta ya na anyị na mmụọ ihe na-emekọ ihe maazị Nnamdi Kanu ezoghị ezo maazị Simon Ekpa ezoghị ezo Chukwu Di Ya ezoghị ezo enje mekọp ezoghị ezo so ka ezi ka onye ọrụ mba anyị eji ha akwado nke ahụ anyị achọghị asị na obodo ka ihe ya eme mmadụ amara ihe so ndị niile onye ndu nyere appointment n'idere ịpụta ya ma ndị ha so that anyị nwee ndị wụsa bụ anyị na-ama aka a na-etokọ anyị ebe dịkọrọ aha ndị ọzọ so ka anyị mara nke anyị na-eme eme na ndị be anyị anwụgo guys ọnwụ ejugo anyị afọ ma ọ bụ na ọnị ojugo anyị afọ the time is now
cut because of the our director kuloku gini gwa cut hey gini Igirigago. Na cheleno wanu break. Odogwu ekwugo onye ahụ na-agba break chelenu ka anyị gogodu ife our director kwuru. Directorate of State. Wanu break biko onye ọ na nwee ndidi wegodu ndidi for now. Hey, network ma akpasikwana m iwe o. Ọwa ọkwa kịta mba enidi ọkwa m mkpasu iwe kịta. Mba enidi m mkpasu iwe. Cherenu ụmụ aja na onye ọ na nwee ndidi. Nwenu ndidi. Nwenu ndidi. A na-ekwu ekwu a na-eme ma ana m avụ okwu ụvụ ada ihe ejikwela ya nwayọọ. Amana na ọ pụtara kwuo okwu nọrọ ebe avụ ụvụ. Onye ma esi be mkpọ iyi. Ọ na m akpọ onye iyi. Gịnị ka m jere akpụ? Network. Voice ọ na-apụta network na-enye m nsogbu. network na nsogbu a na-enye ọ nọ na